What's up guys, it's Nicolas Ganea here, and I was asked this question: what is the ratio of adding into strawberry jam of pectin? Now if you're making your own pectin, this is going to vary because depending on how much you're dehydrating it, or if it's actually just still liquid. It's kind of just depending on that. So I'm just going to show what it looks like. So there's two ways of actually knowing how it's done. One is by looking through a spoon, you coat the spoon, then you just put your finger on it. Or another one is just by dropping it with, like, getting, a spatula or spoon, and you pick it up and you see the consistency, if it's like dropping within 2-3 seconds. And I'll show you both those ways so you know. So you don't actually have to follow recipes. Now another thing is, if you're not using any lemon, then you won't be able to put it into cans. So the reason for that is that you have to have a low pH. Because if you're going to be canning it and putting it in there, you don't want to have botulism happen. And if you're curious what that is, it's usually in the 3.5 and lower pH, so you don't have any bacteria growing. So now you know. Alright, so let's jump into it. I've got my strawberries right up here, and then we'll make that jam or compote, fruit compote in some sort of way. Alright, let's do it. Just make sure that you cut it in smaller pieces because, well, what will happen is it'll break down much quicker. Put this in, squeeze the lemon inside, throw in that zest, bit of raw sugar in there, a little bit of honey. It doesn't really matter what sugar you throw in there. I'm just adding little dimensions to it so it has more flavor profiles in there. And then we'll make sure that there's a little water in there as well. So we'll throw a little water so it breaks down and doesn't burn. You don't need that much. You're probably realizing that I'm not using a recipe. You just don't need a recipe. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. And this is how I make all my jams. And this is going to be super quick. So once this comes to a boil real quick, we're going to puree it. And the point of pectin is so you can save yourself some time. Now if you have got a low pH already, like if you already got the 3.5 and lower, then all you need to do is simply just add in your pectin to get that right consistency you're looking for. And what this will do is that you can have less sugar in your strawberries or any kind of fruit. So if you kind of go on a diet and taking less sugar and diabetic, this is the best way of doing that. So I'm going to throw a little bit of anise seeds in here. Again, you don't have to add anything in this. This is just fine. This is just adding flavor, so you add a little custom to it. So I just threw a little bit of anise seeds in here, and that's seriously it. All right. Add that back in. Oh my goodness, that color is incredible. Now what you've been looking for. So you get your spoon like this, and do that. That's actually pretty good consistency, but I want it much thicker. Much thicker. This is kind of a fruit compote consistency. I want to do some more. Alright, so let's add the pectin. Now this is the thing. You don't need that much. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this. It's very gelatinous. And I just put at least a little bit of that. Let it melt in there. You want too much. Now you see the difference from the last time? I'm going to add a little more pectin to it. So, just about 3 thumbs of that. And you're just doing bit by bit because you're testing it out. Melt that in there. Alright, there we go. Now it's all dissolved. Then again, dip your spoon, and now you can see the much different. Look, see how thick that is? That's at least 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. And that is so much nicer. Throw in a container. Now for me, I'm not going to use jars because I know I'll be eating this way too quickly. There's just no way. So it cools down. You can put in some jams, mason jars. But if you're like me and I'm patient and you want to eat your jam now, I do this. And that's seriously all you have to do. So you saw both those ways. So getting a spoon or spatula, making sure that it drops after 3 seconds. How long was that drop going to drop? And then checking if it coats the spoon. You already noticed that it coated the spoon right off the bat. All you were noticing is that it was getting much thicker, as you've noticed right here. and that's truly it. So things you need to focus on is just making sure you have a low pH so it doesn't actually go bad. And then second one, making sure that you have some sugar in there, not too much. Mine actually is not even that sweet. It's actually kind of perfect. It's just like in the middle. It's very mellow and very balanced out. I got some of that anise seeds in there, so it's kind of really delicious. And now you can actually make any kind of recipe of your jams that you want for strawberry, and this goes for all other jams. Right, if you have any questions, please leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, and if you like, this will help other people out as well. Right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you later. I'm Nicolas, Ganea, and thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, don't forget to cool this down. Can't do that.